Okay, so now let's continue. Now we have a circuit. We have the circuit. How many resistors are here? We have about 4 resistors, but the 3 resistors are connected in what? In parallel. And then we are only having 2 resistors that is connected in what? In series. But in this situation now, we have been asked to determine the current, which is I, flowing throughout the cell, meaning they want to determine the total current that is flowing throughout the circuit. So now let's check. The cell that is given in our diagram is 12V, and then we have about 3 resistors that are connected in what? In parallel, and then 1 resistor that is connected in what? In series. So if the potential difference across the cell is 12V, calculate the current through what? Through the cell. Meaning, check. Meaning they are saying that we must determine the current that is flowing throughout the circuit, more especially in the main circuit, because the current that is flowing throughout the cell, it flows as what? As the total. It splits only when it gets to what? To the parallel connection. So obviously, my beautiful learners, the first step that we need to do is to calculate the total resistance. So now let me use the open space where I can make the calculations, because remember that now we are trying by all means to make 1-page summary. I want to make sure that I write everything on the same page so that my kids don't get lost. So please make sure that I know that it will be much confusing, but try to focus so that you can see what is happening here. I'm going to try to write on the screen so that you can have more information. So the question says that calculate the current I through what? Through the cell, meaning they are saying that we must calculate the total current. So in order for us to calculate the total current, we must have the total voltage. We must also have the total resistance. So now let's check how many resistors are here. We have about 4 resistors, but the 3 resistors are connected in what? In parallel. So let me start first by determining what? The total resistance of the resistors that are in parallel. So I will say 1 over Rp is equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3, and then 1 over what? 1 over 1 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 3. And then when you put that one inside or you put it in your calculator, you will get something like this. Let me use my old mathematics. I will say our LCM here, it must be 15. 1 goes 15 times, multiply by 1, 15, plus 5 goes how many times? 3 times, multiply by 1, 3, plus 3 goes how many times? 5 times, multiply by 1 is 5. So 1 over Rp is equals to 23, ne? 23 over what? Over 15. So if I want to make Rp subject of the formula, Rp is equals to 15 over what? Over 23. 15 over 23. So 15 over what? 15 over what? 15 over 23. And then from here, if you put 15 over 23 in your calculator, you will get something like 0, 0. Our Rp here is 0.65 what? Ohms. But remember that this one is not our total resistance. If I want total resistance, I will say RT is equals to R1 plus Rp. What is our R1? Our R1 is 2. So it's 2 plus how much? 0.65. And then our RT is equals to is equals to 2.65 what? Ohms. This is our total what? Resistance. This is our total what? Resistance. But remember that the question says calculate the current through the what? The cell. is still the same as calculate the total resistance of what? Of the cell. Why am I saying this? Because the current that is flowing throughout our what? Our cell is our what? Is our total what? Current. Remember that when you determine total current, you must divide total voltage by total what? Resistance. So now what is our V of the cell? The V of the cell is what? Is 12 all over. What is the R of the cell of the circuit? R of the circuit is something like 2,65. So when you divide 12 divide by 2,65, we get something like 4,528 watt amperes, meaning this is the current that is flowing throughout the what? That is flowing throughout the what? Throughout the circuit. This is the current that is flowing throughout the what? Throughout the circuit. So I hope you understand it, my beautiful learners. I will make sure that you get the video, so that even when you get home you go through the video so that you can understand. Please make sure that you get the first part of the video, the second part of the video. This one is the third part of the video, so that you don't get lost. So B, calculate the current through the 5 ohm resistor. My beautiful learners, please, if you want the current that goes through 5 ohm resistor, you must start first by determining the V of the resistor that is in what? That is in series. Let me show you. Meaning in this situation, our V total, which is 12, is equals to, let me just say this one is V1, is equals to V1 plus VP. Why am I saying this? We are having the resistor of 2 that is connected in what? In series, meaning the potential difference across 2 ohm resistor, when I combine it with the potential difference across parallel resistors, we must get what? 12. We must get 12. Why am I saying this? Because the potential difference of 1 is the same as that one of 5, is the same as that one of what? Of 3. So step number 1, we must determine the potential difference of what? Of 2 ohm resistor. So let me show you what is going on here. Meaning step number 1, please, this one is important. Step number 1, I will say that V1 is equals to IR1. I'm calling this RR1. What is our current here? Our current here is the same as 4,528. We multiply that by what? By our resistance, which is 2. So if I say 4,528 4,528 multiplied by 2, and then our V1 here, our V1 is how much? Is 9,057 V. This is what I get. 9,057. 9,05 what? 7. So, and then what is my V parallel? I will use this equation to determine the V what? The V parallel, by saying that V total, which is the V of the cell, is equals to V1 of the resistor that is in series plus V what? V parallel. What is our V total? Our V total is the V of what? Of the circuit, which is 12 V, which is equal to our V1, the V of this resistor, is something like 9,057 plus our VP, we don't know. So if I want to make VP subject of the formula, I will have to take this 9,057 to the other side. So obviously we know that is going to change the what? The sign. So 12 minus 9,057 is equals to VP. Therefore, what is our VP? Our VP is equals to, our VP is 12 minus what? 9, what? 057. And then our answer for VP is 2,943. What? V. What is this? This is the potential difference across parallel resistance. Meaning the V for 1 ohm resistor is how much? Is 2,943. The V for 5 ohm resistor is 2,943. The V for 3 ohm resistor is what? 2,943. Why? Is because the potential difference across parallel resistance is what? Is the same. Therefore, if here on our 5 ohm resistor our V is 2,943, meaning I can be able to do what? To answer the question that says calculate the current through 5 ohm resistor. Why? Because I'll be saying that I5, which is the current in 5 ohm resistor, is equals to V5 all over R5. What is the current in 5 ohm resistor? Is 2,943 all over. What is our resistance there? Our resistance there is what? Is 5. So that simply means that I'm going to put the values on my calculator. 2,943, we divide it by what? By 5. Therefore the current that is flowing there, it must be something like 0,5 what? 886 what? Amperes. Remember that the current is measured in what? In amperes. So my beautiful learners, please make sure that you go through number 3 and number 4. Just go through number 3 and number 4. You can do it, my beautiful learners. And then my short message to you is that remember that you can be whatever that you want to be. Just put more effort on your schoolwork. Try to focus. Try to work so hard. Remember that the good things, they comes to those who work very hard. From me, Tshaka, to you, I will see you next time. I thank you.